wanna take you for a ride. I wanna take you for a ride. I wanna take you for a ride.
Alright, I'm back with another Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Minimate review. Only this time, we have the Hulk and Mike Haggar. This is a set that I was probably the least excited for in the entire first series, I guess. Just because I don't really know that much about Mike Haggar. As big a Capcom fan I am, I know that he's from Final Fight. I'm not that big of a Final Fight fan. That I just don't know really who Mike Haggar is. Of course, I was excited to get the green, regular Hulk. We got the red Hulk, which was a very good figure. And pretty cool to get a green Hulk, too, in the new bulked up style. So, on the back, we have another... That's weird. As a genius scientist, Bruce accidentally absorbed... Like, Bruce who? Are you not going to say Bruce Banner? That's really weird. Anyway, you got a bio here on Mike Haggar. Let's see, he's a professional wrestler. He's a mayor. The fighting mayor. Huh. Alright, I guess he's a mayor wrestler. That's interesting. Oh, Capcom. Anyway, yeah, I'll just move on with the review now. Alright, so here we have the Hulk. This is honestly the best Hulk. I mean, I'm just gonna say that. It's the best Hulk. There's really no other way of putting it, because it's the best Hulk. Hulk has had a very mixed kind of history in Minimate form. The originals were just kind of simple. They just, were standard Minimate bodies. They just, looked like the Hulk. And they were okay, but then they started bulking them up, like with the Incredible Hulk movie. They looked okay from the waist up, but from the waist down, they just looked so skinny. And now I think they've finally found a perfect balance of just bulkiness. Because, you got his arms now, they're all bulky. Like, pretty much everything on his arm is bulky. There's just a little tiny piece in the middle there that isn't bulky. You got this big old chest, very bulky. And then, finally, they've found a way to make him taller and bulkier down below the waist. And that sounded just so wrong. But anyway, you got, that. Well, I'm getting ahead of myself. I would start with the face. Anyway, it's a nice face. It's not that different from the Red Hulk. When I first looked at it, I thought they actually did use a different face. But really all they did was give him new pupils. Because you can see here, he's just totally white. And also his teeth are a reddish color. Here they're just plain old white. And yeah, they just gave him actual eyes. Because, whited out, regular. Yeah, it doesn't matter that much that they didn't give him a totally new face. It is new enough. His hair reminds me of what they were trying to do with Ultimate Hulk a couple waves back. It's just a simple little piece here. Makes it look like, his body's expanded, but his hair has stayed the same. I always liked when they do that with the Hulk. And, yeah. So his body, like I said, it's bulky. It's big. If you compare him to any other Minimate, he looks 1,000 times bigger. I'm just gonna bring Nathan Drake in here, because if I could put him in every single one of my reviews, I'd be happy. You could see he just bulks the crap out of Drake. So yeah, he's a pretty big guy. He's got really nice muscle detailing on him. Again, it's exactly the same as Red Hulk, just painted green. Which isn't that bad a thing, I keep saying. Of course, the Hulk wouldn't be the Hulk without his goofy purple pants. why does Bruce Banner have so many pairs of purple pants? Just honestly now. Again, they've made the choice to bulk him up down there. Very nice, looks great. They've left it open there so that he can move his leg backwards and forwards and all that good stuff. Just, you know, they were both, you know, sculpting wise, they made him look good, and articulation wise, they were covering all their bases. And again, with finding a perfect balance, they were finally able to pull off good Hulk feet. A lot of Minimate fans always used to complain about the duck feet that they used for the Incredible Hulk and on. And they finally were able to just find a good bulky pair of... what is that? Good bulky pair of feet for the Hulk. So yeah, they look great, they really do. And they're fine. He just can't really stand, like, straight on, like, oh, never mind. I just totally contradicted myself in about a second. Hulk comes with no accessories. He doesn't really need any, though, but it would have been cool if we could have gotten, like, a piece of debris or something like that, just so he can, like, throw at people. I don't know. I'm just kind of shooting out ideas. But yeah, Hulk is great. Like I said, he's the best Hulk. Just hands down, best Hulk ever. And another complaint I actually do have is that I really wish that they had packaged these figures in a way that made sense. Like, the trailers, like, Dante and Deadpool fought together in the trailers. They were packaged together. That's cool, that makes sense. Now, in the trailer, Hulk was fighting Chris Redfield. Why couldn't Hulk and Chris Redfield be packaged together? Really, what I'm just trying to say is I would have loved Chris a wave earlier rather than in the second wave. Just give me Chris! So, next up we have Mike Haggar. Despite not knowing anything about him, I still think he is a very solid Minimate, and I am now interested in looking into his character a little more, because I like the figure and I'd kind of like to know more about who he is other than being a wrestling mayor. His face is very nice, very well detailed. I've looked up some shots of the character and he does actually look pretty accurate. He looks like honestly, I see the mustache and all I see in Mike Haggar is Tom Selleck. Honestly, I can't see anything other than Tom Selleck. But yeah, he's very angry looking, like most of the characters in these, you know, sets. He looks, I mean, his expression is very much like Arthur's, and to an extent the Hulk's. His hair is something I feel like I've seen a couple times. I can't think specifically of who it is, but honestly, I think it might be the Shocker from one of the Spider-Man waves a while back. But yeah, it looks nice. I'm not going to complain about it. So, Mike Haggar is a big guy. He is nice and muscly, if that's a word. They have bulked him up here, gave him a chest piece, painted on some abs, and it works fairly well. However, I think it's a little, I don't know, these are down, like the detail is down a little bit. I feel like if they just moved it up a little bit, it would be a little better looking. I don't know. But you can see here, he's wearing this belt here with a strap on it. The strap carries onto the back. And yeah. Not much detail, really. Nothing special about his arms. And honestly, there's nothing too spectacular about his pants, his legs, or his shoes. Haggar has standard Minimate articulation, nothing is hindered, not even due to the chest piece. Now, Haggar comes with 2 accessories, which is pretty cool. I really like whenever we get more than one kind of bland accessory. We get two pretty unique accessories that we haven't really seen that often. Well, one we've seen a couple times, but one is, I'm pretty sure, entirely new. So first off, Haggar has a crowbar. No, not a crowbar, just a pipe. I've seen a couple pictures of him holding a pipe, so I'm guessing it's kind of his trademark. So yeah, that's pretty cool that they included that. And his second accessory is this. This is usually a Banff base, I do believe, that is usually used for Nightcrawler and other characters that can teleport like that. Here, it is being used, I think, as a dash kind of thing. Like, I think in the Final Fight games, Haggar has a dash ability, or not a dash ability, he can just dash. And that is, I believe, what this is trying to show off. So yeah, he's not teleporting, he's just dashing. Between the base and the pipe, Haggar is really awesome to display. He's definitely one of the more eye-catching figures just due to the base and his unique weapon. So overall, this is definitely the weakest of the Series 1 Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Minimates. However, that's not saying they're bad. It just so happens that all the other packs are incredible, and this is just kind of awesome, if that makes any sense. Like, if you compared Haggar and Hulk to Deadpool and Dante, they stand no chance. Deadpool and Dante is still the best 2-pack in this entire line. But if you are a Hulk fan or a Haggar fan, these are two very, very great representations of each character. And I would even say Hulk is the definitive, at least at this moment, the definitive version of the Hulk in Minimate form. So, I will see you next time when I review the final set in the Toys R Us line. There are still specialty store figures that I haven't gotten yet. And yeah, next time will be Magneto and Zero. See you then.
I wanna take you for